Hello everyone, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to this year's last Poco's launch event, and thank you all for joining the stream today. My name is Angus, and I'm Head of Product Marketing at Poco. Not long ago, I had the pleasure to launch the Poco X3 NFC. I'm very happy to be able to come back on stage and share with you all. As a lot of our fans know, Poco, a sub-brand, was formed in 2018 under Xiaomi. Ever since then, out in the industry, and that's all thanks to the first product, the Poco F1. Even till today, I see comments from fans all over the world saying I'm still rocking the F1 and it's still absolutely amazing. When I see those comments, it's really a clear reminder of what we stand for here at Poco. And we're happy to have more than 2.2 million users that have experienced the Poco F1. Now, we believe we gained such popularity and success because of one thing and one thing only. The philosophy of everything you need, nothing you don't. The Poco team always have one mission in heart. Whenever we're in doubt, we take a look at this. It keeps us focused on providing technology and features of smartphones that users really need and not adding in extra features that will never be used. Then earlier this year, we came back and launched the Poco F2 Pro, the powerfully cool phone. It inherited the spirit of the philosophy and was a true flagship killer. As of right now, it is one of the most affordable Snapdragon 865 phone with a true full-screen display that features a pop-up camera. We were really happy to see a lot of our fans comment on how powerful the F2 Pro is. It was such an important piece to continue the F series, and it certainly lived up its performance expectations. Then, just 2 months ago, we launched the all-around mid-ranger that disrupted the market. Now this phone is selling out like hotcakes, thanks to its amazing all-around performance with flagship elements at an insanely low price. Again, our Poco fans went crazy over it. It was our very first X series launch globally, and it saw great success. Now with this success, as of right now, on a global scale, we have over 6 million Poco phones chosen by our fans. Now over just a handful of models we have released, this is an unbelievable achievement and gave a lot of confidence to the team here at Poco. Now, enough confidence to expand. Today, I do have some breaking news. I would like to introduce our new head of Poco Global on stage to share what's upcoming for Poco. Everyone, please welcome Kevin.
Thank you, Angus. How is everyone doing? My name is Kevin. I'm very honored to be with all of you today. As Angus mentioned, we started as sub-brand and Xiaomi, but that has changed this year. This year, the Poco brand has gone independent. This was a big move, and we were fully confident of the successes of our recent product. Across all regions where Poco exists, we have independent team members to help localize and spread the journey of the Poco and our amazing devices. By the way, we are still looking to hire. I will share details later. When it comes to the personality and the spirit of the Poco team, we realize one thing. That's our team is just like our Poco fans. We all have the attitude, Poco attitude, just like our smartphones and Poco brand. We are different, confident, and most importantly, passionate about what we love. Technology that can really make a difference on a daily basis. So we are very excited to share with what we plan to launch today. That's a Poco community. This is a place where we want to learn even more from you, but more importantly, allow our fans to have a place where they share their love for Poco or technology in general. Now, Poco community is available to sign up soon. So stay tuned. I can't wait to have my K2K with you, and we will post some open positions on the community. And Angus will speak to you about the upcoming Poco phone today. See you guys soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. Before I introduce today's product, I also want to add on to what Kevin said. Now, from a product level, here at Poco, we will stay firm with 3 product promises: technology that matters, amazing pricing, and reliable quality. Now, these 3 promises has been the standard for all of the products we create. Our current line of F series and X series, disrupting the flagship killer market, the mid-range, and today we will bring you the entry-level M series. Now, the team here at Poco did a lot of research about the entry smartphone market, and we realized the expectations of entry-level phones are quite low, and the focus usually is on battery or camera. But when you hear entry-level, you often hear statements as long as it works, it's fine. We want to change people's mind about the entry smartphone segment. We want to disrupt it. So introducing the Poco M3. Now, for the Poco M3, it is more than you expect. It's time to go beyond the average entry-level expectations and create a new era. Let's start with battery, a feature that is already quite good at the entry smartphone segment, but we took it even further. Now, 5,000 milliamp is pretty good, but for the Poco M3, we have a gigantic 6,000 milliamp battery, one of the biggest battery size in the industry. It's well enough power to get over 2.5 days of usage, giving you lots of screen on time and less time spent on charging. With 6,000 milliamp battery, you're getting a lot of hours of media consumption, hours of music, hours of streaming, and even video recording. And when you need to charge up, we do support 18-watt quick charge. Of course, an inbox charger included. And also reverse wire charging is available as well. It's very handy when your friends or your family's phone is running out of battery. You get to be the hero and save their phones from dying out. Now, big battery, a quick charge. That's always great. It's important. But what makes the Poco M3 battery itself? At the entry level, a lot of companies out there tend to put a low megapixel main camera to settle. So instead of a 12 megapixel main camera, for the Poco M3, we have a very capable main camera pushing out 48 megapixel. At the entry level, this is a great improvement. On top of our 48 megapixel camera, we also have 2 other lenses to push out even more modes for our fans to try out and explore their creativity. We have a macro camera for up-close shots, capturing things from a zoomed-in perspective, a depth sensor to take some awesome portrait shots. Now let's take a look at some of the sample photos we've taken with the Poco M3. First, we have the 48 megapixel. And you can just see the immense detail in this image. The vibrant colors on the close, the color contrast, the background detail, it's top-notch quality. And if we take a look, even when you're in action, it can capture a lot of details. During the daytime, the Poco M3 48 megapixel can capture beautiful scenery shots. Make sure you check it out. But not only the day, the Poco M3 shines. We also explored night mode in scenarios where you might actually use. If you're in a dark place with not much lighting, you can still use night mode to enhance the image and boost the color contrast. Then we have portrait mode. Using the depth sensor, the details on this image, the blurred background is just right with the model perfectly cut for all the right details, even when the background has a lot of noise. Now we have my favorite, macro mode. At first look, not many people can probably guess what this is. This is actually a tiny part of a custom PC's rig liquid cooling system. When you use Poco M3's macro mode, you're seeing a different world. Along with all the different lenses we have also pushed out some really cool features for the Poco M3. Features that can really let our fans explore different type of editing and have a lot of fun with it. First, we have Movie Frame. Now, this is a really cool feature, and I'm personally a film fanatic, and this was such a fun mode to play around with. For example, this may look like just a normal picture, but actually, it's not. In Movie Frame, you're giving all your images a more cinematic feel, making it look even more professional and capturing even more. Then, we also have Time Lapse. Now, this is a classic feature that never gets old. When done right, it's a great feature to have a walk down memory lane at a fast pace and shoot some really cool content. Let's take a look at what we took with the Poco M3. Then we have color focus. Now we know black and white pictures has always been classy, but color focus is a bit of both, classy and trendy. For example, we can take a full color photo and then use color focus. And now it will change the background to black and white while the model remains still in color. Now this is a really awesome feature that is for sure to cause some buzz on your social media platform. And like always, we would love our fans to show what they've taken with the Poco M3. Explore your creativity with the Poco M3. With our 48 megapixel main camera that can capture amazing details, depth sensor and macro camera that allows you to shoot close and with personality, and many awesome features where you can explore and shoot great social media content. Poco M3. Camera, it's more than you expect. While we're on the subject of capturing content, what about viewing? How good is the Poco M3's display? For the Poco M3, we have a 6.53-inch large display, which is a great size for anything you do, watching content, or browsing the web, or some casual gaming. You name it. But actually, screen size is not the only thing that's important. We also made sure our front display have minimal bezels. I mean, it's 2020. I think everyone can agree, the less bezel, the better experience it is. A 90.34% screen-to-body ratio. Now, in the entry-level segment, this is one of the best. But we also took good care of our screen. With Corning Gorilla Glass protection technology, the Poco M3 screen is more durable and can handle the daily wear and tear with no issues at all. And the quality. A lot of entry smartphones settle with HD+. Poco M3 is more than you expect, so we decided to add in FHD+. Now, this is a massive difference. For example, the comparison between HD Plus and FHD Plus on this image from afar, you may not see the difference. But when you're actually spending some time watching something, the difference is massive. It's basically comparing 720p and 1080p. And I can tell you, 1080p is much, much better. Anyone who watches YouTube, you know the first thing you do is to check if the video is playing at 1080p. It's just a new standard now. So let's sum it up. A large 6.53-inch display that features a 90.34 screen-to-body ratio, one of the best in the entry segment. Instead of HD+, it has FHD+, which offers 1080p resolution. And actually, it's both widevine L1 and to Ryland low blue light certified. This is Poco M3's display. At the entry level, it is certainly more than you expect. And performance. Now, this specific part, where many smartphone companies slack on when it comes to the entry smartphone market. But the Poco M3 will be different. Now, instead of giving you a Snapdragon 400 series processor, we put a Snapdragon 662, which is the latest 4G 600 series processor launched by Qualcomm this year. Now, this Snapdragon 662 is really good. With an 11 nanometer FinFET technology, it's very power efficient, which is the perfect partner with our massive 6,000 milliamp battery. And when it comes to speed, it's also no slouch. It has a processing power up to 2.0 gigahertz using the Adreno 610 GPU. With the third generation AI engine, this specific part will really help process those awesome 48 megapixel pictures you're snapping. Now, some of the fans are probably wondering, 662? Isn't there a 665 out there? Is that better? And we did that test for you. The Snapdragon 662 actually outperforms the 665 in an Antutu performance test by quite a bit. Now that may be more than you expect at the entry-level segment. To pair with this processor, we also have 4 gig of LPDDR4X RAM. This is a very popular RAM technology used through all segments of phones, whether it's flagship or mid-range. And when it comes to storage, write speed is also very good. Not only we have up to 128 gigabyte of option, we also put UFS 2.2 technology in the Poco M3 to ensure any loading time can be reduced as much as possible. But we didn't stop there with storage. We also have a 2+1 SIM card tray that allows you to use dual SIM and have one extra slot for the micro SD card that can support up to 512 gigabytes of storage. Now, 512 is a lot. It can save a lot of movies, songs, and images. Definitely enough for all your entertainment needs. But with the latest 600 series processor in the Poco M3 and a very good RAM and ROM technology, the Poco M3 has a very good overall performance. Now, this performance, that is more than you expect at the entry level. Lastly, the design. Now, I've left this to the last, not because we did not put effort in. Actually, it's the very opposite. We've made some small design moves on the Poco M3. First, we decided to put the Poco logo on the top right corner of the phone. We want our fans to be proud Poco users. Show it off on the street. Don't be shy, because we have 3 awesome colors to back that attitude up. First, we have the Poco M3 in Power Black. It's just so classy and stylish in any occasion. But we also have a very cool color, the Poco M3 in Cool Blue. Now, this actually looks even cooler in person. It's not too blue, but enough to make people turn their heads. Now, we talked about Power Black and Cool Blue. Yes, it was a play on one of our famous slogans this year, Powerfully Cool. Now, that's actually a part of Poco, but we wanted to create something that is Poco. Yellow. Poco Yellow. Now, when I saw this, I was honestly quite speechless. Personally, I have never used or even seen a yellow phone. It's really not common. But come on, fans, this is absolutely awesome. And I can't wait for you guys to see this in person. So here it is, the Poco M3 in 3 awesome, awesome colors. Power Black, Cool Blue, Poco Yellow. Let's take a look at a showcase video. And when it comes to the texture of the Poco M3, it's an anti-fingerprint texture back. It's almost leather-like feel. It's very grippy, and it leaves no fingerprint behind. With this texture, I've been really enjoying the whole experience without using a case. Now, we've also addressed some issues that smartphones may have these days. Big camera bumps. Your phones might be wobbly on a flat surface. With the Poco M3, you will have a very thin camera bump with just less than 1 millimeter of thickness. Your Poco M3 will be well stable on a flat surface. Then, we looked at another potential pain point for some users: weight. With the Poco M3, it weighs just 198 grams. Now, it does feature a 6,000 milliamp battery. Keeping it under 200 grams was difficult, but we made it happen. And we did even more. Our design is all for your overall experience, and audio is an important experience. And we did not cut corners on audio. The Poco M3 features a dual speakers, giving you more sound, more immersive, and more clear experience. Now, at the entry smartphone segment, this is very rare. But paired with all the entertainment features that the Poco M3 offers, we personally thought this was a must. But this was probably more than you expected. Of course, when it comes to some must-have features, we also have the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack and the IR blaster. It's just what you expected. These functions are always handy, and it's just really nice to have them. And on the side of the Poco M3, we do have a side-mounted fingerprint sensor that also acts as a power button. At the entry smartphone segment, a lot of smartphone makers are still putting fingerprint in the back of the phone. We believe putting it on the side will give you a better ergonomic feel, and it's handy. So when you have your phone on the table, you can still unlock it without picking it back up. So 3 awesome colors. Lightweight, great audio experience with some must-have features. This is Poco M3's design. The design that is certainly more than you expected at the entry smartphone segment. And now price. Or actually, I'd like to call it value. Now, I know you guys have been waiting for this, but let's take a look at a comparison chart up against some other entry phones among the market. If you take a look at our features and specs, you can see we beat out the Samsung A31 and the Oppo A5 III in almost every single feature. Now, they have a price of roughly $250 and $220. So that's the standard and expectations among the user's mind on price. Well, the Poco M3, for our 4GB and 64GB variant, we have an amazing price at $149. Now, this is more value than you expect. Of course, we do have the higher variant. For the 4GB plus 128GB option, we have an amazing price at $169. Now, once again, we are here to disrupt the market with our aggressive pricing. Now, with the price of $149 and $169, if we review all the specs on the comparison table, we have the biggest screen among the 3 with FHD Plus quality, the latest 4G 600 series processor launched this year, a 48 megapixel main camera plus a macro camera, the biggest battery of them all at 6,000 milliamp, and an 18-watt fast charge. Then, of course, the rarely up at almost 40% the cost difference. So we're confident to say, in every category, battery, camera, display, performance, design, the Poco M3 is more than you expect, especially with such a low pricing. So let's do a summary. Poco M3 starting at $149 and $169 in 3 very cool colors. But guys, I did say today was all about more than you expect.